Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope you're all well, happy, healthy, wealthy, and abundant. Let me pull up my chat real quick. Hello, 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 Jean. Welcome. Good to see you both. Diamond Girl, hello. Happy Sunday. It's cold here, but the lights didn't go out, thank God. Angelica, hello. Wait. I missed Irene. Irene's before Angelica. Sorry about that. Hello, Irene. LT Spiritual, hello. Pretty in Pink, hello. Jenna, hello. Nirvana, hey, hey. Andresa, hello. You are fast today. Congratulations. You said I'm getting on that list early. No donations yet, so the list should go pretty quick. My daughter's making caldo de res. That's so good. Hey, Jeannie. How's your eyes? You get to take the goggles off yet? It's like gonna be 19 degrees tonight. For me, that's not it. It's been windy and cold. How's it there with you? Nana, hello. It's basically like a beef soup with all kinds of vegetables. The ice rain, ugh. We're supposed to get it tonight. Content, hello. I'm not made for the cold. I'm just not. I'm a Texan girl at heart, I guess. It makes my nose run. I don't like it. And there's nothing to show for it either, because it's just wet. It's so disgusting. You flooded the upstairs? Oh my gosh. How'd you do that? Cherry, hello. Did you leave the water running for like the pipes or something? Princess, hello. I got you, Cherry. Space Cowboy, hello. Sorry, my nose. The kids went out in the ice. It's just nasty. We've got like this big egg chair and it filled up with water and the top of it was like frozen solid. I'm like, oh goodness, that's the only ice we really got. Everything else is just wet and slippery. Gross. I did remember to bring my plants in though, thank God. Oh my god, no way. That sounds like some stuff I do, but oh my gosh, no. Yeah, I'm not. When it says drip, it means like drip, 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 not shh. I'm so sorry, boo. That sucks. I'm not meant for this weather either. Oh my gosh, he woke up to the wet. Did the ceiling fall in? I remember I lived in this apartment. It was like 2 story. Well, we were on like the second floor, but ours was like 2 stories. And the water heater busted, and water started coming in through, like pouring in through the upstairs bathroom. And then I saw bubbles in my bathroom, which is like downstairs, and the ceiling fell. It was crazy. Horrible. Blue butterfly, hello. And if y'all are here, please hit the like button. Did the ceiling cave in? The good thing though is it's drywall. Oh. Oh my goodness. I think I would like it if it was just spring all the time. If we only had spring and autumn. Well, that's good. At least you caught it when the vent, you know. Ours was like the apartment complex. It took them forever to get there to shut the water off. So it was way worse. She was dripping the faucets to keep it from busting, and it went a little out of control. I know. Everybody talks about the pipes. You gotta leave it dripping. I'm scared of that too. At least you were able to turn it off. Like when you have to go to the main water thing, you have a void in your stomach. I think I'm too cold to have a void. Yeah, you definitely would have had some incoming ceilings. You know why? Why? Quickba? Kickba? I don't have an indoor shut off valve either. Mine's outside. Way on the other side of the house. Tay Marie, yes ma'am. We still have 6 spots. One thing is like my feet stay freezing no matter how warm. Like I'll put 3 pairs of socks and my feet will still be cold. Depressed and pissed off. Ooh, I don't like that feeling. I think the most I get is like irritated. And thank you to whoever just donated. What is your screen name? Maria, hello. Maria, was it you that donated? Okay, quick bot. Gotcha. Thank you. I appreciate it. I just didn't want to say your name. I got you. I got you. I just try to keep your personal information private. That's all. Yeah, they donated for one. And somebody else too. Mary Jane, hello. And who just donated? Because somebody else donated too. I don't want to say their name either. Hello, Donna. Sienna, you don't want to be on the list, babe? Mystic? Alright, I got you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, so we have like one spot, I think. Okay, so I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but Quickba, what is your question? Oh, sorry, I keep hitting the microphone. Kickba? Kickba 12. Oh, that's right. Gemini was before Siona. Oh, no, before Donna. Okay. What's Addie's current energy about you? Let's see. I'm going to use this deck. What are Addie's feelings? Okay, either this person is in the middle of like a death and rebirth in their life, or they're feeling the loss of this connection. Like the two of you may be in separation. I'm not sure, but it looks like they miss you and they want to make it right. Because like you're their dream come true. It feels like they want to heal this. So maybe y'all two separated and came back together and they're in the period of trying to make it right. Trying to change their ways. Let's see. So I have a lot of major arcanas, 4 major arcanas out of 5. So they have a lot of really serious feelings. They're not superficial. They're very deep. Separated. Okay. So they're feeling the loss, and maybe they've been making changes in their life to be like a better person, trying to like build themselves up like personally in order to make this right, because it seems like no matter how much time passes, you're still the one they look to. Because with you, it always felt secure. They always felt loved. They always felt like things were meant to be. And maybe that scared them at the time. Maybe that's part of the problem. I feel like either they were very slow moving or just not putting in what they should have. I do feel like they're either going to come in and make it right, or they're thinking about it for sure, because you're like that comfortable place for them. Yeah, that Temperance card came out twice, so it's like just be patient with them. They're in the process of healing some things, trying to make things to where you two are on the same vibration. Excuse me. They could have been through a lot with relationships, and that could have caused a lot of problems between the two of you, because they were still wounded. They were still carrying like all of the things from the past, fears, anxieties, abandonment issues, whatever it was. And so maybe their heart just wasn't open at the time that the two of you were together. It says they had a lot of fear. Maybe they thought you were on a different level than they were. Like they couldn't see themselves being the person for you. Like they wanted you to have better by like separating, but now they just think about you all the time. They miss you. And I do see them like planning some kind of action. If you haven't heard from them, I do feel like you'll hear from them around Aries season, which would be like mid-March, April. But you might also get like a small like download in Aquarius season, which is the season we're in now, to like reaffirm that this connection is meant to be, or you're meant to come back together for some reason. But that's what I got for you, Liv. Yeah, it does look like he did want what was best for you, and it wasn't him at that time. But now he's showing up as the Emperor, so I do feel like he's made a lot of transition in his life, especially with the Death card. But he still looks to you as this like guiding light in the middle of his own darkness. So I hope that helped, love. All right, Mystic. And I really appreciate it. What do you need to know right now? You're welcome, babe. Thank you. For you, Mystic, I have a feeling that you've been intuitively feeling some change in your life. Maybe you've had it hard up until this point, and you just feel like you know that things are going to be different really soon. Like intuitively, your guides may be telling you you're about to come into some kind of really big blessing with the Ten of Cups. It's almost like you just know. Now, this could have to do with love. It doesn't have to. But I do feel that there's some kind of balance being restored. And that could be in your love life, your material wealth. I do feel like you've done a lot of work on yourself to be a better person, to grow, to change. Now, this could have to do with like a legal issue. Even if it has to do with that, I do feel like it's going to go in your favor and everything will end up being restored to you, whatever was lost. Again, 4 major arcanas. Now, if you're looking more for like love, right, I do feel the return of something. Possibly a water sign, but I also have Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Aquarius, a little bit of Taurus. Because I feel like something that's been lost is coming back around. But I do feel if you're like asking your guides, am I on the right path? Am I about to step into a new season? I feel like yes, because with the majors there, to me, when I see majors, it's something that's definitely coming in. But majors do take a little bit of time because there's lessons within each of them. But if it has to do with a person, this could have been a person that in the past was kind of cold, detached, wasn't really available emotionally, and now they've worked on that. They're more open with their emotions. More vulnerable. But I do feel there's some like energy of like you've been in this period of like maybe not knowing exactly how things are going to work out, just trusting that they will. Working on yourself, going after like what makes you happy personally. You could have been doing a lot of healing on yourself, and there's a judgment coming in. And that's kind of why I say it could be a person, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. This is like getting back to who you truly are, that authentic self. Because you may have been feeling like, I'm healing, I'm doing all these things, but it seems like everything's moving too slow, or it's not coming in fast enough. I definitely say just trust, because it does feel like everything's coming together. But you're sitting in this very strong energy right now of creating something, bringing something to life. That could be a business, a creative idea, a platform, whatever it is. You might just, if that is the case, it looks like whatever you've put in is about to like overflow, or there's an overflow of abundance that's about to happen. So I hope that helps. And thank you to I know to Burton donate. Wait, hold on, because there was quite a few. Hold on. Okay, so no, I do have I have Ruben, but there was somebody in front of Ruben. Kelly. It did. Okay, thank you. I'm glad. So I'm not sure who Kelly is. And then I had Ruben, and yeah. Because I had Burton. The big book. Okay. Burton. Big butt. Cutie. And then Ruben. Okay. Got it. Thank y'all. But yeah, I hope that helps, Mystic. Thank you for trusting me to read for you. I appreciate you. Alright, Burton. You're next, my love. How is your love month gonna go, huh? All right, give me 1 second. Oh, thank you, West Coast. I appreciate that. All right. All right. Love February for Mr. Burton. What deck am I going to use? I'm going to use this one. Trying to see, because this deck is both sides. I'm trying to make sure I got it up right. Okay. Burton posted his question already. I feel like some communication is gonna come towards you in February. That's gonna make you feel seen. It's gonna make you feel validated. So there might be something that's been on your mind, and this conversation, like, verifies that you were right. You know, because you could feel love's around the corner for you. You just don't know, like, where, what, when, why it's coming from. But I do feel like there's some truth and revelation coming in with the Chariot, Ace of Swords, and the Six of Wands. Could be a Cancer, doesn't have to be. Ten of Cups. Or Ten of Coins. This person's coming in for the win, boo. Definitely. This could be a very intelligent person as well. Ace of Coins, Ten of Coins. Let me clarify, but it looks beautiful. The Chariot moves pretty quickly, so this could be somebody that you meet one day and you end up marrying them within the year. You know, something very quick moving. It goes from A to Z. And you may already know this person. You just have never either had conversations or it's never really gotten off the ground. But it feels like whatever it is, it solidifies. You're going to be very attracted to this person for sure. There's going to be a lot of passion and energy here. You're going to be like, this is my person. I feel very secure with this person. Very validated. Very much like the protector. Not them protecting you, but you protecting. You have like a protective, urgent energy over this person. Just don't let your fear get in the way, because sometimes, like, if it's really good, sometimes we say, well, it's too good to be true, or where's the next, you know, like where do we go from here? It's already here. If I lose this, you know, so the fear could creep in. You could have some old triggers come. Don't get in your head about it, though. Because I do feel like you're transmuting all of the pain and heartache from past relationships into building. It's like the 10-10, right? You're ending a certain cycle of pain, heartache, betrayal, and moving into a season of abundance. And sometimes if you're so used to betrayal, you get caught up on the adrenaline of that. So when things are safe and calm, sometimes it's like, where's the, you know, the problem? Where's the problem? So don't let your fear creep in. Don't get in your head. Tamika. Okay, babe. I got you. You're next. I think I'm a nice person for the most part. I think. It looks good. You gotta tell me all about it though, whatever this is, because it looks very good. It's like all I see is ones and tens. So you could be seeing a lot of like repeating ones, repeating tens right before this happens. All right, big booty cutie. Hello there. Okay. Thank you, Burton. All right, did you post your question? Oh, big but cute. I'm sorry, Tamika. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to butcher your name. My bad. My bad. You gotta realize a girl can't see without her glasses, so I try. I try. Hey, but you know, you could be a big booty cutie. Shit, I don't know. Will you meet someone soon? Let's use the sparkly deck. Ooh. The song playing right now is, I think it's Red String by Taylor, no, Invisible String. So there could be an invisible string between you and somebody else. And I had the Lovers at the split. Who will she meet soon in love? Or will she? Like, I don't know if you want a past person, but this kind of gives me the energy of somebody from the past trying to make things right. Like, you could have gone through, like, some kind of separation with somebody, and this is, like, the return. Now, if you don't want to meet anybody, I mean, if you don't want anybody from your past, this could mean that you're coming out of a season of like separation, like spending time with yourself, getting back to your mind, your body, your soul, love for self. Really taking the time to make a judgment call of like why relationships haven't worked in the past without blaming the people, regardless of like what they've put you through. Looking at yourself at like what part did you play, or how can you do better next time, like really analyzing that. So I do feel you're prepared for whatever's coming, whether it be the past person or a new person. Let's see, this could start off as like a friendship. It could be like somebody you meet at work, that becomes a friend and then becomes more. Now, this could also mean like a friend from your past coming back. You know, there's been distance and you never were more than just friends, but they couldn't get you off their mind. Yeah, honestly, I feel like you've gone through a lot of growth. Like, I do feel like you're ready. You're like, I'm wifey material. And I feel like whoever's coming in views you that way too. Very secure, very solid, very, if I'm going to love you, I'm going to love you right, you know, don't expect much. Just you know that you attract. But I think the main thing was you having to look in that mirror and really let go of the part of yourself that didn't feel worthy. And now I feel like you're stepping into that phase of like, I got this. You know, the right people will love me, the wrong people won't. And that's okay, because I don't want the wrong people anyway. So I definitely feel somebody coming in for sure. Like I said, it kind of gives me the energy from somebody from the past. Um, Whether you've had a relationship with them or not, maybe you just randomly know them through friends or some kind of like core group from like a long time ago. I'm not sure exactly, but whatever it is, I think this person is going to really put you on a pedestal and take care of you. And I don't like, I could see you sitting there saying, I don't even ask for much. I don't even ask for much. Start asking for it because you deserve it. But that's what I got for you. All right, Ruben, your turn, my love. Okay, they're in a new like rebound relationship. Like he doesn't want to let you go. All right. You're welcome, babe. Thank you again. Okay, now don't shoot the messenger, please, but I do feel like this was definitely a karmic relationship, and I do feel you and them bound together through maybe some kind of trauma bond. Like you both maybe very, or had been when you met, like very insecure, hurt, um, kind of wanting to believe in an illusion of we can make this work even though we're both like triggering the F out of each other, right? So I do feel there's a connection there, most definitely. I do feel there's a strong pull to this person. I think, how do I say this? It's almost like your trauma is still attached to their trauma. And so I feel like they're repeating a certain cycle. And I do feel like it will come back to you unless you really learn detachment. If you can like push it away. Um, this feels like this person does not like to be alone. They have a very strong abandonment issue. And they talk really good. They say all the beautiful things, but they don't have any follow through, right? I'm not saying you two are the same, in that sense, but I do feel like there was something that bonded the two of you together. So maybe do a cord cutting, maybe work on trying not to attach when you have thoughts of them. Try to separate that cord. Because if not, I do feel like the two of you are just going to run circles back and forth between each other. Because this person, I don't even feel, I kind of feel like they're cold, detached. You know, they're not even open to like receive anything. But they do, they have like an empty space within them that they've got to fill. And that could have been like the main problem between the two of you, why y'all broke up, because they're constantly trying to fill the void. And that's not to say they don't love you from the place that they love, but I think it's more of a selfish love. And I do feel, like I said, as long as there's not healing done on both sides, I think it will circle back. Because they're still missing you. They're still like thinking about you. And that could be why you think of them so often. And I know you want to move on, but this person, I feel like they have like a claim on you. That's kind of the way it feels, like they claim you, but they never could like make it stick. So my advice for you would be, like I said, try to detach as much as possible. Try to look at kind of like what bonded you two together and how to like heal that part of yourself so it can break the bond. And I hope that makes sense. All right, hold on, guys. I know I've got some donations, but I was trying to finish this one. So, just give me a second. I'll look at the donations. You're welcome, love. And I wish you the best. I hope you're able to move forward. But sometimes we don't move forward until we're ready. And maybe you're just not ready yet. You know, you don't need a rebound. Alright, so Lalima for 4. And thank you, Lalima. And Crow's Nest for 2. And I think I'm going to shut the donations off after that. Because your girl is cold. She wants to go curl up under like 12 blankets. Alright. Who does energy? You see a guy coming towards me, LT Spiritual, or Jean? And I don't mind, babe. Alright, root dust energies. I kind of feel like this person is kind of indecisive, and I don't think it's because they're not sure about you. Maybe they're unsure of like what you're gonna do. So this is the type of person that needs some sort of clarity before making any kind of decision. So they could be looking for clarity through you. Like, are we moving forward? Is this what it's going to be? Etc. So, I do feel like there's a strong, like, attraction here. Um, oh, she's a female coworker? Hmm. Y'all need to tell me these things ahead of time. So if it's a coworker, I feel like they don't have any maybe that's why they're indecisive, is not because like they're waiting, it's kind of the same thing. They're waiting for you to say like we're cool or we're okay. They see you as a very strong woman. I don't feel like there's like pettiness or anything like this, but I do feel you get in their ego a lot. Um, or you mess with their ego because they could be insecure. And they don't know what to think. It's almost like they're waiting to make a decision about something. Now, it could be because you're better looking than them, and some women don't do well with other attractive women. They get intimidated. Even if they're not looking to find a man in the job, it's something that they struggle with. So that could be like a jealousy over how attractive you are. But there's something that they're looking for clarity on. Maybe they don't know you well enough to really speak anything, like, is this a friend or is this a foe kind of thing. I didn't see it, but okay. I feel like you're very unbothered, and that could bother them too. Maybe you just go do your job, you don't really interact too much. And so for them, maybe they're used to people reacting to them or like giving them attention. And you're just like a bubble of peace. Like, I'm minding my own business, I'm doing my own thing, I'm here to work. Like, you're very unbothered. And people love you, and maybe that's the problem that I'm seeing here. Is like you have better relationships with other people, or you have better connections with other people, and they kind of want the attention. Like, why not me? Why do you not talk to me? And that's probably because they're jealous and you feel it, and they they have a very competitive spirit. So um I would say keep your distance from them, because I do feel like an underlining. I'm like, I don't want to say they're going to do anything about it. I just feel like you trigger them a little bit. And so they're looking for clarity of whether they are going to talk to you, or whether they're going to be friends with you, something like that. But I don't think it's like very bad. It's almost like an underlining thing, that their own insecurities. But that's what I got for you. All right, Lilima, what is your next question? I'm sorry. All right. Okay. So I got another donation, but I closed the donations, but that will be the last one. Um, so it was Mystic. Mystic, was it you that donated again? I'm trying to find it. Oh, okay. That was you. All right. So after Mystic, no more donations, please. All right. What was your second question, Lilima? Are his suggestions true and reliable? Um, let's see. That is the question, right? I don't know what a trim back person is, but I will look and see if it's true and reliable. Let's see. Okay. Okay. I'm going to clarify it before I say anything because there's kind of like a little bit of questioning here. Okay. I would say a lot of it was truth. Kind of what Spirit's saying is if it was true to you, then it's true. What is your feelings about it? They're kind of questioning, like, because some of it feels like fantasy almost, like they tapped into your feelings a little bit. Um, Spirit's also saying, like, be very mindful of taking advice, like make sure that um kind of like, I'm not going to say take it with a grain of salt, but only take the parts that you resonate with, because we have discernment as human beings, like we should have discernment. So use your discernment as to what you feel might not be right for you, and just take what does and kind of leave the rest. Don't just go blindly following people, because sometimes it's based on their own experiences. um, for the most part, I do feel like pretty solid information. um, but I do feel like there's something that resonated with you most within your soul, and it kind of got you in your feelings a little bit. That might be the one thing to take from this conversation more than anything else. Um, I don't think they're not trustworthy or like you should be fearful of them. But Spirit says, as with anything, only take what you feel is for you. And if you don't feel like the steps they're encouraging you to take are against what you would normally do, you know, be careful about doing that. Because there are... I don't know who this person is, but I feel like they do have some knowledge, but sometimes they speak without really tapping in to anything. But I don't see like any warnings or anything like that. Like, no, they're a bad person. I should be a private investigator. I would love it. Why? The why? Okay, you'll use for later. Alright, boo. I'm gonna put you on the list for next week. I mean, not... Yeah, next Wednesday. Crow's Nest. It's on you, boo. And thank you, Lilima. Something going on. What will Tom the Aquarius next actions be? I feel like they're about to bring some kind of clarity about something. Maybe their past, like, love relationships, or kind of what they're going through, or why they're maybe back and forth on things. I do feel they've had a hard time in the past, so it kind of makes them a little guarded or slow to make a decision. Um, I kind of feel like they're going to come in with like a lot of emotions and feelings towards you. I do feel like they want to go and celebrate something with you as well. I'm just a little confused. Let me clarify this part. Hold on. Kind of feels like they're planning something, planning a conversation, really thinking about what they're going to say. It's kind of like they want you to understand, and maybe like they haven't really been open with you about what they want from this or where this is going. Because I feel like they've kind of been like very slow moving, maybe even a little undependable, because it's almost like you feel they haven't made up the decision of whether you two are going to be together or something's going to happen between the two of you. I do feel that whatever this conversation is going to bring in a lot of clarity as to maybe why it's like that, or as to like what they really want. So the question won't be there unless the question comes to you is, what do you want from them? But it does look like a serious conversation, very vulnerable conversation, but it looks like it's been slow to come. Maybe they've been kind of sitting there thinking about what to say for a very long time, and now they're like, I gotta say it. They might plan some like special date or something like that in order to say what they need to say. I definitely feel like he's gonna respond, but it feels like he kind of went back and forth. So if it's just a crush, then maybe he's been crushing on you too. He just hasn't like clarified it yet. So I do feel like maybe he's been planning on like reaching out and like revealing that, hey, I like you too. You know, I've been going through this, that, and the other. I'm sorry that I was late to respond to your messages. Whatever the conversation is, though, I do feel like they feel the same. Like, they definitely would like to have something with you. But I do feel like this person has had a lot going on or has gone through a lot. And that could be why, like, they haven't responded yet. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? Hold on. I don't even know how that car got in there. Okay, what's coming in for you in February? That's what happened. I put him in the wrong deck. Alright, what is coming in February? My fingers are cold. Okay. Okay, first of all, there's somebody that has been watching you, or by February, somebody that's been like observing you. Maybe you've conversated with them through, you know, the internet or whatever. I also feel like there's a past person coming back in, and this past person feels like somebody that comes around the holidays for reasons. Could be for their own selfish reasons, basically. And Spirit's like, this is your time to cut that cord, or to like sever, put that relationship somewhere else, because there's something new, an Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups that's coming in. I think you've moved past this past person. You've elevated enough. You know your self-worth, and somebody recognizes that. So I do feel like a new start to something you're very passionate about, something that fires you up, get you excited in all the right places and whatnot. Um, So I definitely feel two energies for February. One I think you're gonna be like over the top about. It's like what you've been wanting. The other one, you may have been wanting that too, but I think this new thing is a lot better than that. This one looks like, oh, it's the holiday. You know, like, I'm going to reach out. Maybe they have a habit of that. And I know, and it sucks, but there are some men out there that come around the holidays just to get gifts. You know what I'm saying? Or women that do that. Not saying that's what they're doing, but it kind of feels like it's a pattern. But there is something very exciting and new on the horizon besides that old stuff. I think he is an air sign. I had the Page of Swords. It came out as an air sign too. Alright, Mystic, it's your turn. Thank you, Crow's Nest. You have a great night. And come back and tell me all about your new boo when it happens, because I'm excited for you. What's your sister's energy towards you? So what I'm getting is this person looks up to you. Um, but maybe you haven't had like a lot of really good memories together. Maybe there's like a balance. Like maybe y'all have had some sort of arguments or disagreements, or maybe they always felt like they were being judged by you. Um, I do feel it's like something underlining within them that they need to heal or that they're looking to heal. It's like they kind of wonder, maybe even the same thing you're wondering, like where do I stand with them? I want things to be better, but I don't know how kind of energy. Um I don't know if y'all had like a disagreement recently, or but it feels like there's always been like maybe even like competition between the two of you, or they feel like that. Yeah, I feel like you trigger their ego in some way. Maybe they feel like you feel you're better than them, or maybe even they look at you as you're better than them. It just feels like maybe even like a healthy sibling rivalry. But I do feel there's like a lot of underlining things that your sister needs to work out. And I don't think it's necessarily all about you. I think it's more about like growth within themselves. She ignores you. It's kind of like maybe because she looks up to you, she doesn't want you to be disappointed in her. And it's kind of like with my kids, I noticed like when they're up to no good, they go silent, right? Because they know they're up to no good. They know they don't want me to know what they're doing, and so that could be what it is. It's like they're pulling back so they can do what they're doing without judgment. Maybe that's what it is. Because I feel like in some sense they feel you make better choices, you've done better for yourself, you um in their eyes like better than them, so they feel, I don't know, in their situation it's like I want to explore this without like having to explain myself or to be judged for what I'm doing, kind of thing. Because in their eyes what they're doing is right. In their eyes, they feel that the choice that they're making is for their best, but there's fighting around it. And so maybe they just go silent because they know that you don't agree and they don't want to be judged for it. It's kind of like that. I don't feel it's like, oh my gosh, I hate you, or I'm out to get you, or I will never talk again. Nothing like that. I just feel it's like very back and forth, like they're jealous of you in some sense too, to where like I don't know, I just feel, I don't know if you're the older sister, but that's kind of the energy it's giving. It was like an older sister. But for now I feel like the reason why they're not saying anything is because they know you won't agree. And they don't want to fight about it. If that makes sense. But I hope that helps, babe. Yeah, that's exactly the way it feels. It's like she wants to do what she wants to do without having to be judged for it or to feel like she's wrong. Because in her eyes, he's the man. In her eyes, he's the one that's going to give her all the happiness in the world. And fuck what you think. In the nicest of terms, right? But thank you again, Mystic. Alright, hello. Messages from your great aunt. 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 Auntie. Auntie. Great auntie. I feel like a lot of, like, spirit messages that you get come from this person. Like, they send you a lot of synchronicities and signs. Like, they're trying to tell you something, or they've been trying to tell you something. Because your great aunt is saying there's some kind of blockage right now that you're meant to like overcome. And there's something a little deeper with this. It's like there's some shadows. Maybe you even feel like the two of you had conflict in the past. I don't know, but it kind of feels like um there's something that you're unwilling to look at, or you're unwilling to face, or unwilling to heal. It's like I don't even want to talk about it. That's the way it feels. That you need to address. Because if you don't, you're going to end up repeating some sort of cycle that's there. You're meant for bigger things. So I don't know if it's like conflict with family in particular that you don't want to like address, or there could be like a separation in the family or friends, something to where it's like instead of fighting, I'm just going to go silent. And there's something deeper with it that needs to be looked at, is kind of what they're telling me. And I don't know what that is, but I don't know. Yeah, it's something about, there could be somebody that like tries to one up everybody. Like they'll fight to the death kind of thing. And maybe the best thing to do is not engage, is to go silent. But there's something about, there's a deeper issue at play that needs to be resolved. All right, LT Spiritual was next. My list is wrong. All right, let's see. What do you need to know right now? Oops. All right, let's see. Whatever you're doing right now looks like it's about to go really well for you. This kind of feels like maybe you're having to leave a certain job, right? Because you want to start your own business, or you're wanting to leave a job and so you're starting something on your own, or you're looking for something. Whatever it is going to bring you prosperity, because I see you sitting as the Queen of Pentacles, then the Nine of Pentacles. This looks like there's a move that's needing to take place in order for this to be solidified. So I don't know if it's like a move up in your job currently, or like a move in general, like, you know, a different location, a different business, your own business. But you're meant to be successful. You're meant to have the greater things in life. I just think like it requires you leaving something, or even if it's like leaving an idea behind that you're currently embracing, you know, like the past is the past, you're on to bigger and better things, basically. All right, so Diamond Girl, because I had Diamond Girl after Hello. What does Spirit need you to know currently? Spirit's like, you got this, girl. You got this. You got this. You may not see it, but you got this. I think you give your power away too much. And I think this is the time of really embracing your power. And this could be a season where you feel very confused. But this is where you're finding the power. You're finding the power in the midst of confusion. You'll be celebrating something really soon. Yeah, I definitely feel like the shadows from like the past cycle that's ending is still kind of like keeping you like a little, I don't want to say disoriented, but maybe disconnected a little bit. But you're slowly pulling that power back. And the more that you do that, the more that you'll feel aligned. You won't feel so foggy. But I do feel like your power is returning. So I feel like pretty soon you're going to start to feel more empowered, and like not so much of like confused and lost, because there's an opportunity that you're creating within this, and you don't see it yet, but you will. General love for Irene. All right. Okay. Right now is not about love. That's what it's telling me. This is an ending. 10-10. The ending of a very painful, heavy cycle. Right? And the time that you're sitting in the timeout chair, the reason why love isn't happening is because you're figuring it out. And in divine timing, that love is going to come for you, but you're still kind of in that in between, because you're coming back to who you are and loving that version of yourself. Because if we don't love the version of ourselves that we are, why would anybody else want to love us? You know what I mean? So this is a season of letting go of all the toxic patterns that have led you to the point right now. I do feel that you're creating something beautiful in the current moment, and spirit's like, focus on that and be thankful for that. It's not yet time, but it will be soon, and probably when you start seeing 10-10. But I do feel you got put in timeout to take care of some things. All right, Angelica. I'm cold. My fingers are cold. How will your inner child feel when I buy her yellow roses? You know what's funny? At this split, there's 5 yellow flowers floating in the water. It's the 5 of Cups. I'm going to keep that card because there's 5 yellow roses in that card. 2 of Cups. Aw. I honestly feel like they're going to love it because it's you looking to better days. Restoring peace, harmony within yourself, as to giving rest to some things that may have haunted you for a long time. I feel a sense of homecoming within self if you do that. And there's 5, and she's kind of looking to the distance, looking for bigger and better things. She's no longer thinking about the past. She's kind of letting them go. Even if you want to float some flowers for her, she would love it. But I do feel it's going to be a really good acknowledgement for that inner child of yours. Good night, Irene. Have a blessed evening, and I'll see y'all on Wednesday. You don't miss it on the clock, damn. I was going through that for a while. You're welcome, Bo. Pretty and pink. How is my list so messed up? I'm listening to 90s R&B. The song If I Ever Fall in Love. I don't know if y'all remember that jam, but it was the jam. I wish I could sing. Yes, most definitely. I too feel that. I kind of even feel like they're not holding any grudges at all, or there's no bad energy, but they do want to be your friend again. What? It's kind of like they're saying, who wouldn't want to be your friend? Oh, I cannot. I cannot. I'm not trying to hurt y'all's ears. Nirvana. All right, let's see. Zach. Jenna. I do feel there's an agreement between the two of you for sure, and I do feel like whatever's been like conflicted is moving forward. I don't know if y'all are planning like a trip, a traveling plan, moving forward in the connection towards something bigger, better. I think you're in agreement with it. You two may be in very different places, like um they may be in a more guarded energy. You may be more in a little bit of an insecure security with the relationship. But I think you two are on the same page with whatever it is that you're discussing. Getting old sucks. I think I need hip replacements. I got some sciatica. Well, enjoy your day trip. This sounds like fun. All right, Nirvana, it's your turn. You're welcome, babe. I think everybody's a little crazy, but definitely Jean is a good crazy. I got like so much clothes on right now. I got like 3 pairs of pants, 2 shirts, and I'm so cold. Okay, what don't you see coming in relationships? I think you need to get very clear about what you want. Because Spirit's kind of saying you go back and forth. So that could be like part of you wants to go back to the past and relive a situation with somebody. And then there's another part of you that wants to go forward towards something new. you're gonna always, I don't know, it's like you need to make the decision for yourself and then stick with it. It's kind of where I'm at. Or what I'm seeing is either there's somebody coming in to fight for you that is not very reliable. They get caught up in like the dreams more than the actual reality. Or you're needing to make the decision. What do you want? Are you going to fight for it? And if you want to fight for it, then you need to take some kind of action towards it or put yourself out there for it. Because I do feel if you can, like, because there's something that is saying, like, if you could just put your ego aside for a minute and kind of step out of your comfort zone, there's a new beginning just waiting for you. But I feel like you're kind of indecisive about what you want. Or if you even want it. You know what I mean? Because, like, I know I'm like that. Do I even want a relationship right now? Kinda. You know? Kinda. But that's kind of the way it feels. It's like, yeah, I dream about this perfect relationship, but, like, am I ready for a perfect relationship? Do I want that? You know? That's kind of the energy I'm getting. Anyways. Then that's probably, if you're done with the past, that's great. This could just be, like I said, you're in the place of like, do I really want it? I do, but I don't, you know. Andresa, I'm just coming towards you. If you're clear, then, like they said, if you've got to get clear and then make a choice. Or this could just be that energy of somebody around you that doesn't know. You know, maybe they dream about it, but they aren't making a choice. So I don't know if you need to, like, tell them that you would like to have something with them, or I don't know exactly what they're saying, but it just feels like maybe there's somebody that's still deciding about you. Then if you're clear, then you're clear. Three cards is kind of hard. What's coming towards you? I definitely see incoming messages. It does say big changes are coming. I also have the world, so this could be a start of something new. So this is like somebody hitting you up like, hey, you want to go out? But it says big changes, so I definitely feel big changes are on the horizon with this. Like, boom. Moving quick, too, because the Eight of Wands moves pretty fast. So, definite movement. You're welcome. General love. I don't know what this energy is, but the twos have been coming out, coming out, coming out, coming out. There's two offers coming your way. And you need to pick the one that doesn't come from your ego, is kind of what I'm getting. Or the best choice would be the one that doesn't come from the ego. Because I do feel you have two people, and when they come in, you're kind of looking at it like, damn, he's hot. Ugh. Mm. One does that. The other one doesn't quite do that, but that's the ego, right? Don't talk with the ego. Don't pick with your ego. Pick with your heart. But I do feel you kind of like, what do I do with this? Yeah, don't jump into anything either. What is Bilal thinking about you now? Okay, what is he thinking? The song White Horse is playing right now. I think he's coming in with good intentions. Emperor, Lovers, Page of Swords. But he hadn't quite figured it out yet. Like, he thinks this could go somewhere good. But it's not like he's made the choice yet. He's kind of watching and seeing and waiting. I don't think he's in it for a short term either. But I don't necessarily think he's like sure. Because he could have other options as well. But I don't think it's like he's trying to like string you along or anything. Like, he wants something with you. It's just not to that point to where he's made that definite like, okay, you're the one, you know? Week ahead for consent. You're welcome, Nana Banana. I feel a really good conversation is coming your way this week. And I don't know what it's about, but it makes you feel good. It could be an opportunity to start something new. Or just maybe it's just a good conversation. It really like teaches you something, or it's something you needed to hear at the right time. Something like that. It could be like somebody coming in and telling you what a great job you've been doing. And you were wondering, like, am I doing a good job? You know, something like that. There's that other card. All right, Cherry. You're welcome, babe. Have an amazing week. I will be back on Wednesday. I'm not sure if you will be, but hey, we'll see. Cherry, cherry, cherry. What is coming in the next 3 months? The song that just came on is Rolling in the Deep by Adele. I kind of feel like there's a fire burning or starting in your heart. It's bringing you out the dark. There could be a connection over the next couple of months that got you rolling in the deep. Or you're just kind of like transmuting the energy from a relationship that you've been in. But I see it like you're strong, you're powerful, and you're happy. That's the most important thing. This could be like overcoming rolling in the deep behind a relationship or something. It's a very powerful song, so I do feel you being very empowered. Or there's somebody that's going to be kicking themselves in the butt for letting you go and watching or having to watch you move on past them. Possibly with somebody else. I think especially like Leo season is going to be real significant. It'll be good. Space Cowboy. What is this song? I want to know. I'm nosy. I can't click on the link though. Oh. Space Cowboy. Yeehaw. Where you at? My fingers are going to turn blue. Oh. That's a good one. That was like me the other day with Mr. Boomtastic. I was like, where the hell did that song come from? Or Boombastic, whatever that song is. It was around this time of Informer. Alright, no Space Cowboy, Blue Butterfly. Informer. Quick ba. Quick ba. Oh, what's coming in love? Blue Butterfly. A new beginning. Probably around April. End of March, April. Be careful of, because I feel like who or whatever this is, you're like, this is the one. Oh my gosh, like I could feel it. It looks really good. I mean, not saying that it's not really good, but you've definitely been manifesting something. Just don't let your emotions like overtake, because a lot of times that can keep things from happening. Is when we get like, I've got to have it, you know. Don't get like that. But something's coming. It's a dream come true, looks like. Just don't lose yourself in it. Because it looks like a lot. And even the people that say, oh, I never do that. I'm good. Let the kryptonite come in. That'll throw you for a whole nother loop. Like, what is this? Feelings? Quick bye. Tay Marie. You're welcome. Mary Jane. Or Maria, sorry. Maria. How are they feeling about what's going on in their department? They look a little stressed out. They keep going like everything's fine, but there's some imbalance here, something that's stressing them out about the department. They're trying to work through it. They're trying to make it okay or trying to move past it, but it looks like there's a lot of like stress there. Like the math ain't math and it's not making any sense. Now, Mary Jane? And thank y'all free listeners for being so patient and being here when I call you. What's hidden from you that you should know? I wish I could tell you $10 million because that would be amazing. There's a love hidden from you. A lover watching you from the distance, planning a return, possibly. Judgment, Three of Wands, lovers. I don't know when the next Mercury retrograde is, but it looks like there's been a lot of return type energy. Could be a Gemini. Could be a Scorpio. Doesn't have to be. Well, this is definitely a past person. If you don't want it, maybe it's time to like shut the door finally, completely. Gemini. Oh yeah, water seasons. Even though it's my birthday season, I still people and their feelings just is a lot. She said, not that ex again. You gotta like tell them this time, like, okay, this is the last time I'm gonna tell you no, like, please don't come back knocking at my door again, because I'm not the one for you. I mean, it's that easy, really. Block the number. I know it's really not that easy, because some of them will like get a do number, or they'll work around it somehow. But in for work, possible promotions. I feel like there is going to be an opportunity um, to get a promotion. There might be a lot of people that, you know, go for it. But it does look like if you do happen to go for it, you'll end up getting it in the long run. The Five of Wands in reverse, the Emperor, and the Six of Wands. So, like, there really is no fight there, but there is people that want the job as well. But I do feel like you will get that promotion. Or there's an opportunity to apply in the near future for it. And it's like you'll come out on top. That's kind of what they're telling me. Are those the retrogrades? Why is my birthday always in a retrograde? It sucks. It sucks. Alright, is there anything about the Leo you like that actually is bad? I didn't get snow. I got slush. Not even slush. Alright, here we go. Time frame. I'd say April. Around April. I kind of feel like in their past they were kind of deceitful. Um, they're the type that um I don't know, like they would ghost people, sneak out. Feel like they do have kind of a sneaky side. Um, they kind of battle back and forth with their ego a lot. Like they might be very egotistical. I don't think it's horrible, but when the Seven of Swords comes out, they have a history with the Six of Cups of being a little dishonest. But they did have the Strength card. And even the Six of Cups to me is like they got a good heart. I don't feel like it's coming from like a cold heart. Like I don't think like they intentionally hurt people. But that's what I got. I don't think they're horrible, but the Seven of Swords is the last thing I ever want to see for a person. Like, but that's my own thing. I got a problem with the Seven of Swords. It's a trigger for me. Oh, Jean, is it your turn? You're welcome, babe. Thank you for being here and being so patient and waiting and all that. I love you guys. Y'all are amazing. If I have to post my question, then fine. Most people either fall asleep or they don't want to hear me talk about other people for 2 hours. What are I's feelings towards you today? He's tempted for a new. He wants you, boo. He wants to lock you down. He's got a very possessive energy over you today with that damn devil. He wants to lock it down. Devil, Ace of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. You would look good on him is kind of what he's telling me. But yeah, he said you would look good on him. That's his thoughts, feelings, and intentions today. You must have said something that like got the heat going or something. But yeah, that's what I got. But he's been hot for you for a while. He just ain't really showed up like that. He real hot for you today. Donald, all you have to do is ask. She won't give you advice if you'd rather not hear it. He been spicy this week. You can see it. Like he is a spicy spice. He's all spiced up. He had all the cayenne pepper in there. But I love y'all. Good night. Have an amazing Monday and Tuesday, and I'll see you back on Wednesday. Besitos. Mwah.